Into Good Morning Grenada, always a pleasure. Bless up your whole selves on this thankful Thursday. Those of you joining us on the GBN Grenada Broadcasting Network's Facebook page, the Grenada Broadcasting Network's YouTube channel, the website www.gbn.gd, GBN TV channel 7, 11 and 20. Good morning to all the listeners of Classic 105.5, 105.9 and all the folks joining us on Party Grenada and Go To Fet Facebook pages. It is a pleasure being with you. Thank you for your listenership, your viewership, and your time. Those of you joining us across the Caribbean, whichever part of the region you are, a spicy Grenadian 473 morning to each and every one of you. And those of you joining us internationally, good morning, good afternoon, good night. Hope you will have a good day, are having a good day, have had a good day. Let's get right into this morning's word of the day. No sticking. This morning's word of the day is cunctation. Cunctation. It's spelled Cunctation. Cunctation. It is a noun which means lateness or delay. Cunctation. Cunctation, which means lateness, delay, tardy action, comes from the Latin word which is a derivative of the verb which means to delay or hang back. It is also a derivative of the Proto-Indo-European root which means to hang back or vacillate. The root appears in the Sanskrit which means vacillates, doubts or fears. Cunctation entered English in the second half of the 16th century. Word of the day this morning, cunctation, Cunctation. It is a noun which means lateness or delay. An example of the use of the word, break off delay, since we but read of one that ever prospered by cunctation. Another example of the use of the word, he was personally answerable for unnecessary and culpable cunctation, as he called it. Word of the day this morning, Cunctation, cunctation, a noun which means lateness or delay. As you go about your thankful Thursday, the thought of today is, when life gives you 100 reasons to break down and cry, show life that you have 1,000,000 reasons to smile and be thankful. When life gives you 100 reasons to break down and cry, show life that you have 1,000,000 reasons to smile and be thankful. Every day we could find a reason to not be as happy as we could or want to be or should be. Every day we would find a reason to fret. Every day something would throw us off, make us sad, make us angry, make us anxious. But if you think about all your blessings and all the things that you'll be thankful for, you'll find that they far outweigh the moments that put us in a position that we don't want to be or give us emotions that we don't want to have. You just have to reflect on your blessings, reflect on the things that you are thankful, grateful, appreciative for. And all the things or the other things will just fade away. Thought of the day. When life gives you 100 reasons to break down and cry, show life that you have 1,000,000 reasons to smile and be thankful. The operative words here are smile and be thankful. It's Thankful Thursday after all. Smile and be thankful. All right, let's see what's celebrated today. It is the very first day of July 2021. We have officially started the second half of 2021. Reflect on how this year started and think about how you want it to end. What you want to change, what you want to tweak, anything that you want to adjust in your approach, in your targets, in your goals, in your plans. This is the best time to do it, the best day to do it as we officially start the latter half of 2021. So reflect on the start of the year and plan for the rest of 2021. Today, July 1st, two important days. The very first one, today it is International Chicken Wing Day. International Chicken Wing Day. This day recognizes every type of chicken wing, whether it's buffalo with or different sauces, barbecue, garlic, parmesan. The list is endless. It strives to give importance to chicken wings of all shapes, sizes, flavors, and types. What most important is that you have a bucket of chicken wings ready to be indulged in on this day. International Chicken Wing Day. However you want to celebrate the day, feel free to do so, whether it's a good old fried chicken, stewed chicken, curry chicken wing. The operative word here is chicken wing. Set up all yourself on International Chicken Wing Day. We are accustomed with the chicken wing, you know what I'm saying? Especially us here in Grenada. We are accustomed with the chicken wing, so it may not be anything different for some of you, but others, whether you wanted to eat a chicken thigh or a drumstick or a drumhead today, change your plan, and set up yourself with a nice juicy piece of chicken wing. Hey, my mouth watering now. What really happening here? I think I put a nice juicy fried chicken wing. We know well seasoned fried chicken. Yes, with the nice okay, let me don't go through them thing. I didn't eat breakfast this morning. Don't make me more hungry than I am already. International Chicken Wing Day. Set up all yourself with a nice wing. What's your favorite part of the wing? The drumstick, the flat, or the tip? I want the whole hog. Give me the whole piece. I don't know nothing but no separating a wing. The wing done small already. All I want to separate it in parts. No, give me the whole piece of. Okay. There we go. Water in again. We're gonna skip the next what today is celebrated because I just wanted to share some information with you. The next celebration is International Joke Day. Today is also International Joke Day, so feel free to tell a joke here or there. Co-worker, to yourself. It could be a corny joke. It could be a why did the chicken cross the road? You know, whatever it is, set up yourself on International Joke Day. And what I wanted to share with you, just an update on what's taking place in the Atlantic. Of course, you know, we are exactly 1 month into the 2021 Atlantic hurricane season. And overnight, we've been experiencing some inclement weather, which has resulted in landslide and other mishaps on the nation's roads. But just be prepared for the conditions to continue into at least today and tomorrow, God willing. Tropical storm conditions are expected for the Windward and Southern Leeward Islands over the next at least 2 days. Heavy rainfall from the system will move quickly across the Windward Islands and Southern Leeward Islands, including Barbados. And then on Friday, isolated flash flooding and mudslides are possible. So please keep that in mind, that we are expecting the inclement weather to continue over the next 2 days at least, as a tropical system passes overhead. I saw information of tropical storm watches being put in place. I would look for the correct information as to which countries are under which, and share it with you when we come. Talking slow to make sure to see, give it time to pop up. Talking slow to give it time to pop up. All right, there we go. So tropical storm warnings are in effect for Barbados, Martinique, and St. Lucia. And tropical storm watch is in effect for St. Vincent, the Grenadines, and Guadeloupe. Of course, us here in Grenada, we can expect to experience some of the outer bands of the system. We are technically included in the Grenadines. Guyana, hopefully you will be spared, because I know you're still recovering from floods over the past few weeks. So hopefully you won't get much of the rainy weather that we are experiencing here. For those of us here in Grenada, especially those of you on the western side of the island, continue to be safe and be cautious. The western side is prone to landslides and mudslides when heavy rain falls, so please be careful. I have some family members on the western side of the island. I think I might tell them to sleep down for the next few days at least. So keep that in mind. Rainy weather persists, so flood-prone areas, please be prepared, be cautious. Let's get ready for the morning edition of news. For those of you on radio and those of you on our visual platforms, we bring you highlights of last evening's newscast. It's Good Morning Grenada on this thankful Thursday. We'll be right back.
Two individuals are nursing minor injuries following a freak accident in Frequente, St. George. Details remain sketchy. However, reports are that a water delivery truck overturned, causing damage to a portion of a house and a shop.
my friend and I and them was up on the hill, right? Up on Wankai Hill or whatever, and the truck lose control. And I just see them truck and them just tumbling down, and then he come and he hit my van in the back of it, right here. And he tried to get himself in other, he end up hitting it. Never hit.
Try well.
The water truck had just went down the hill. Apparently it came and dropped water up on top for some people, and I was at my shop. I didn't really see what happened, but I heard the rumbling and I thought it was thunder. And then my co-worker looked out and she saw the truck rolling down the hill.
GBN will bring you more details to this story in Thursday's newscast. Meteorologist acting manager Cecile Mitchell is advising Grenadians to pay attention to two weather systems.
The Meteorological Office is currently monitoring two tropical systems. A tropical wave is currently affecting the island. We expect cloudy to overcast conditions with light to moderate showers, some of which may become heavy. We also have issued warnings for landslides, tree fall and rockfall, and flooding in vulnerable areas. The second system we are monitoring is potential tropical cyclone number 5. That system at 5 p.m. was about 1,140 miles east of the Windward Islands, and to put it in the position of Grenada, about 1,140 miles east-southeast of Grenada. The maximum sustained winds are near 35 miles per hour. This system has the potential for further development, and so the Meteorological Office urges persons to continue to listen to the official source of information, and you will be provided with timely updates as deemed necessary. Based on model projections, that system should impact the Lesser Antilles on Friday afternoon. So the Meteorological Office will continue to update you as the time progresses.
Firearms were used to intimidate unsuspecting victims in a robbery that took place in Mount Sealy, Soubise, St. Andrew on Tuesday.
One person was injured in Tuesday's robbery in St. Andrew. According to a police report, robbers escaped with an undisclosed sum of cash and other items. Officer in charge of the Eastern Division, Superintendent Sylvan McIntyre, says it was a private home that was invaded.
We can say that there was a gentleman involved. He was robbed of a considerable amount of cash, and at least one other item was taken away from him. A firearm is confirmed to have been involved. 3 men was reported to have been involved in the occurrence. They were carrying face covering, and they escaped with a vehicle, which forms part of the investigation currently. There is an indication of some level of injury. I do not want to comment on the status of it at this time, but once someone is arrested, which we are assured that we likely will do, we will give a comprehensive report.
The officer made mention of recent acts of crimes, citing it as a means of trying to instill fear in the public. However, he gave this assurance.
I do not want members of the public to be brought into a state of undue fear, and that could be one of the intentions of those who are involved. We wish to reassure members of the general public that our police force stands resolute. We are united in our effort, and we want to reassure each and every Grenadian that we are committed to this task. We are committed to rising to this kind of a challenge and we will prevail.
The division head says over 60% of their successes in solving crimes are owed to the general public, and so took the opportunity to thank citizens for their cooperation and assistance in keeping Grenada's crime rate on the low.
So this one, as I indicated before, the robbery that took place, it is very, very active in terms of the investigation. Our police officers are in a different state of mind. The mindset and the mode of the officers responding to those situations has changed drastically. We have become more focused, more direct in ensuring that we enforce. At the same time, we are conscious of the involvement of members of the general public.
Citizens with information related to this robbery are asked to contact the Grenville Police Station at 442-7224, Police Emergency at 911, or Police Hotline at 444-1958. Chrislina John, GBN News.
SGU workers continue to receive more support from the general public as they stand outside the gates of the university waiting to be let in. The workers were denied entry into the compound since mid-June after they refused to take the AstraZeneca vaccine. More in this Rena Pierre-Thomas report.
Nationals, non-nationals, members of political parties and NGOs stood in solidarity with employees of the St. George's University on Wednesday morning, supporting the workers' cause. It's 3 weeks since some of the workers began protesting for what they say is a violation of their rights, as they were asked not to return to work if they have not taken the COVID-19 vaccine. Conscious Minded Grenada is a group that was solely developed to help fight against forced vaccinations on workers in the country. Dexter Yao Singh, president of the group, said he and his members believe that workers' rights should be respected and sees the action of SGU as just the beginning of what's to come.
It is growing exponentially. All the hotels have been told that all the workers have to be vaccinated. The bigger companies are pushing towards it. The school has pushed towards it. That's just the start. They're going to go to food fair. They're going to go to the car rental companies. They're going to go to the apartment buildings that they work at. The school is going to go to all these places, and they're going to tell them that if you're not vaccinated, our students are not going to come.
Also in support of the workers is the political leader of the Grenada Renaissance Party, GRP, Martin Washington Edwards, who also believes that workers are violated.
Whereas every person in Grenada is entitled to the fundamental rights and freedom, that is to say, the right, whatever his race, place of origin, political opinion, color, creed, or sex, but subject to respect for the right and freedom of others. Right to work is given the ability to work without any fear. Here, there's no right to work because they say on the right here that you must take that injection.
The school has been in negotiation with the Grenada Technical and Allied Workers Union. The representative for SGU workers, President General of the union, Andrew Lewis, is asking all groups, organizations, political parties who is willing to assist the workers in their stance against the university to do so by contacting the union.
It is important for workers and the population to know that there are different people with different interests. And that's understandable. But if anyone has an objective in assisting the workers in having a positive outcome, it's important to engage us. We have no difficulty in engaging anyone.
GBN reached out to SGU, and the institution maintains that in the start of their process to welcome students back to Grenada as part of the university's long-term planning for safely returning to the August 21st term, COVID-19 vaccination is now required for all students, faculty, staff, administrators, vendors, and visitors entering the campus. For GBN News, I am Rena Pierre-Thomas reporting.
Climate change and sport was the focus of Grenada's Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Mitchell, as he delivered the feature address for the 2021 Sir Frank Worrell Memorial Lecture, suggesting the use of sport as a vehicle to raise awareness and address the climate crisis threatening our existence. Gerard Joseph has that story.
Regional cricket has been the sport to unite the Caribbean and effect change as it garnered global prominence. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell believes West Indies cricket needs to again lead the charge in addressing issues of climate change. Noting Sir Frank Warrior's legacy of championing regionalism and recognizing the socio-cultural importance of the sport of cricket, Dr. Mitchell says such methods should be used to advocate for climate change, which affects us as a people.
Much the same way that sport was instrumental in raising the alarm about discrimination, racism, apartheid, human rights violations, and environmental degradation, so too sport can be used to sound a clarion call for the need to address the climate crisis that is threatening our own existence. To use cricket as one of the vehicles to advance or work towards the fight against the impact of climate change requires a concerted effort to address the current crisis in West Indies cricket that affects its prominence.
The Prime Minister says the leadership exemplified by Sir Frank must now be emulated with respect to West Indies cricket and climate change.
Historically, the West Indies cricket team has demonstrated an uncanny ability to triumph against the odds. Being the underdogs sometimes, they have consistently punched above their weight. Here now is an opportunity for us as underdogs in this war on climate change to bring the same fight to this particular crisis that threatens our existence. Our lives depend on it, as well as the future of our children and our grandchildren. The impact of climate change, such as extreme weather events, flooding, sea level rise, drought, and bushfires, affects both lives and livelihoods.
Dr. Mitchell, highlighting that sport has not been spared by the impact of climate change, is calling on various sporting governing bodies to consider signing on to the Sports for Climate Action Initiative of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
With the Possessory Title Act set to be reviewed, one attorney is in full support of government's plans as cases increase before the court.
Based on the number of applications now before the court system, it has become necessary for a review of the Possessory Title Act, which became law on the 11th August 2016. The possessory title is a title to land or property derived from possession without a deed. The act was put in place to give people an opportunity to regularize and be given proper legal documents of ownership. However, Attorney General Dia Forrester says some concerns were raised.
As the legislation has been used more, we have received complaints and concerns raised by our judicial officers, the Bar Association, members of the public in relation to the misuse of the Possessory Titles Act for purposes not intended.
Statistics show that over 392 claims were filed in the past 5 years. Forrester explains some of the changes that are likely.
So we have identified some inadequacies in the legislation, and my office will be advancing recommendations to Cabinet for onward debate in Parliament to make changes to the Possessory Titles Act. In addition to the Possessory Titles legislation, we are hoping to have this done in the third quarter of this year, because we do appreciate that there is some urgency to it, and of course there are ongoing applications before the court, so we want as much as possible make sure that those are dealt with in a timely manner.
Attorney at law Jimmy Bristol, given his personal view, says the whole law needs revisiting.
First, I am of the opinion that the Possessory Titles Act is unconstitutional because it takes away people's land without affording them, one, a fair hearing, because there's nothing that tells a particular owner of land that their land is liable to be taken. Secondly, it may amount to an acquisition of land without payment of compensation, contrary to Section 6 of the Constitution. And thirdly, I think it's the act, even if it is legal and constitutional, it lacks a lot of safeguard, 1,000%.
Okay.
in support of a review. The act should be put into hibernation right now. It should not be engaged until it's been reviewed and all the safeguards put in place.
A number of property owners have lost their property to persons occupying the same for over 12 years undisturbed. Christelina John, GBN News.
As Teachers Month comes to a close, our educators are being lauded for going beyond the normal limits and adapting to the rigors associated with the COVID-19 pandemic. We get more in this report.
The achievements and work ethics of Grenadian teachers must be celebrated after being mindful of the resourcefulness and adaptability showed in the face of enormous limitations and challenges. So says Education Minister Emmeline Pierre as she closed on the month of activities organized by the Grenada Union of Teachers.
Due to the level of work and dedication of our teachers, and even with an offered deferral of CSEC examination this year to 2022, a marginal amount of students at the secondary level opted to consider this request.
She, however, appealed to teachers for their understanding and patience during the periods when government is lacking resources.
In this light, as Minister for Education, I look forward to the final resolution of the outstanding 4% increase in salary and the payments thereof.
Minister Pierre notes that the performances in the top 200 in the recent CPA results demonstrate the teachers' ability to surpass expectations.
And I can say safely that the entire nation is tremendously appreciative of the sacrifices that teachers have made, not only during the pandemic, but through time immemorial, in ensuring that no child is left behind.
The Education Minister says they are saluting teachers now and always for molding a value-based society.
In so doing, we at the Ministry of Education seek to provide this and other needed support to our teachers as they constitute an investment in the quality of our society and by extension ensures the future quality of Grenada's development. I wish to remind you, teachers, that our government remains committed to investing in the education sector and supporting all of our teachers throughout Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique.
Reflect, rebuild, refocus, preparing the union for the future was the theme for this year's celebration. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
Well, salute to all teachers. Now, those found guilty of committing sexual crimes may soon get the additional punishment of having their private information and photographs published publicly, listing them as a sex offender. The call made by many Grenadians for this to be implemented is being answered by the legal arm of government, as we hear in this report.
Attorney General Dia Forrester says consultations on the National Sex Offenders Registry have already begun with the hope of taking a National Sex Offenders Registry bill to Parliament for debate before the end of this year. Forrester explains the main objectives of the bill.
Now, the primary objectives of the bill are to deter potential sex offenders from committing registrable offences and afford the public the opportunity to be informed of the presence of sex offenders in their communities and take all necessary precautions to protect vulnerable categories of people. The bill seeks to establish a register of persons who have been convicted of a registrable offence, and the register would be in the control and custody of the Commissioner of Police.
The Ministry of Social Development is tasked with the advancement of those consultations before the bill goes before Parliament. The register will be separated into two parts. Forrester explained.
One portion containing the relevant information on the registered sex offenders, and the other portion containing the specific information available to the public. Now, this approach seeks to avoid contravention of the constitutional right of a person to the protection of privacy of his home under Section 1C C of the Constitution. Now,
based on reports, the Special Victims Unit recorded an overall increase in sexual crimes during the first 3 months of this year. Statistics reveal an upsurge in adult sexual involvement with minors under the age of 8 years, noting this as a concern for the department. 64.7% of sexual crimes have been recorded. The Criminal Code was amended back in 2010 to increase sentences for rape and other sexually related offences. Rape moved from a maximum of 15 years to 33 years, but to date, there are no court records of any perpetrator receiving the maximum penalty. Christelina John, GBN News.
I'm reaching my dreams with GOT. They're the ones for me. I'm reaching my dreams with GOT. They're the ones for me. Since 1983, they've been serving the country, and we like all their financing, giving the people what they want, what they need, what they love. Come and join the family that's here for you all the way. From birth to graduation, your first job to your home and your car through your golden years.
The GT Credit Union has been actively supporting nation building through its many sponsorships and programs, including Financial Literacy Quiz, Pass the Torch Calypso Program, Junior Cooperatives in Secondary Schools, CPEA, and the TAMCC Grants. The credit union has helped many people make their dreams come true. Let them help you with yours. You don't have to be a teacher to be a member. So what are you waiting for?
GUT Credit Union, it's where you belong.
Trends come and go, but jewelry is forever in style. Give a gift that lasts a lifetime. Diamond Intercontinental have diamond jewelry, gold and silver jewelries, engagement rings, wedding bands, chains, bracelets, and so much more. They also carry brands such as Anne Klein and Guess. Why wait? Visit Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store at the Esplanade Mall. Call 440-231234. The number again, 232-1234.
Understanding our ocean is education for life. Encourage your students to learn about marine life, water quality, sea level rise. Let them explore sciences. Encourage them through field trips and scholarships. The more they know, the better they can protect our oceans from litter and climate change. Let them rise to the challenge. The ocean is our responsibility, their inheritance, their future.
This message brought to you by the OECS Commission with funding from the government of Norway. Remlit, tackling ocean pollution from turf to surf.
Bruv. Hello? I can't see you.
What's good?
But I can't even hear you.
Yo.
Hello? Hello? Ah.
Okay, I see you. I'm good. I'm coming in.
Ah. There you are.
Live the experience right now. Enjoy high-quality video calling today. Stream, upload, and share with Digicell's super fast LTE network. Visit our stores today and live the experience today. Digicell.
Montreal, it's time to line virtually one more time. Gemma Raeburn Baynes here for Spice Island Cultural Festival, a celebration of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. This summer's festival is a celebration of life with food, fashion, music, and culture. Join us online Saturday, July 10th, 3 p.m. on Facebook and YouTube at Spice Island Cultural Festival. Info, spiceislandculturalday.com.
Ultra-Tech gasoline and diesel, available only at Rubis stations.
Good morning, Grenlec meter reader.
Morning, Mr. Meterman. I'm glad I caught you. Last month, I got a very high bill, and I don't understand why.
Last month, we were not able to access your meter, so we had to estimate the bill.
So what can I do to ensure that my meter is easily accessible?
Well, you can get your licensed electrician to move your meter outside of the gate or directly in front of the house.
Well, I'll consider that.
Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
Customer services, bill payment, revenue collections. We are open. NOASA's Lucas Street headquarters.
Come, we are excited to serve you.
NOASA, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Get vaxxed, hey, hey, vaccinated. Get vaxxed, hey, hey, get vaccinated. Vaccinated. So wear your mask, wash your hands, and practice social distance. This is we chance to advance. Come let we fight this COVID at once. So come on, let we fall in line. We want to come back to with social life. There is vaccination island-wide. So come on, let we fight it to protect we and we family.
This is a message from the Grenada Red Cross and the Ministry of Health.
Once upon a time, we shopped at Wonderland, then Neverland. But we're all grown up now and no longer believe in fairy tales. So now we just shop at Shoes R Us. At Shoes R Us, we stock the latest in shoes, tops, and jeans for the fashion-conscious lady. We also carry colognes and much, much more. And for the modern trendy male, we have the latest brand-name shoes and sneakers, Converse, Reebok, Nike, K-Swiss, Puma, and much more. So check us out at our two convenient locations, Melville Street in St. George and Ben Jones Street in Granville. At Shoes R Us, we say, come shop with us.
The Children and Adolescents Ministries of the Grenada Conference of Seventh-day Adventists presents Faith is the Victory Gospel Series. Get ready to be blessed by dynamic young preachers. This life-changing gospel series begins on Sunday, 4th July 2021 and continues nightly at 7 p.m. This series will be streamed on Mission Live GND via YouTube and Facebook. Subscribe now. There will be good gospel singing, prayers, special features, and powerful preaching. Come hear interesting topics such as faith as a mustard seed, the shield of faith versus the fiery darts, and the most powerful secret weapon. Above all, God will be there through the Holy Spirit, offering the free gifts of salvation. Come one, come all, and hear children on a mission. It will be awesome and amazing.
Montreal, it's time to line virtually one more time. Gemma Raeburn Baynes here for Spice Island Cultural Festival, a celebration of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. This summer's festival is a celebration of life with food, fashion, music, and culture. Join us online Saturday, July 10th, 3 p.m. on Facebook and YouTube at Spice Island Cultural Festival. Info, spiceislandculturalday.com.
Get Rubigas. Get cooking. Rubigas, clean, safe, and reliable LPG is the perfect solution for your commercial and everyday needs. For cooking at home or barbecuing, choose Rubigas LPG cylinders. Available in a variety of sizes from 20 to 100 pound cylinders. Rubigas LPG, clean, safe, reliable. Are you cooking with Rubigas?
Get Rubis, get going.
5 things you need to know about self-isolation. Stay home. If you are told to self-isolate, it means staying at home, not going to work, school, or other public places, and you should not have any visitors. Separate yourself. If you live with others, then you need to stay in a well-ventilated bedroom with the doors shut. If you have to share a bathroom, then use it after everyone else. Don't share towels and toiletries, as this may put others at risk. call ahead. If you develop symptoms such as a fever or cough, then seek advice first by calling the Ministry of Health's hotline at 538-4787 or 458-4787. Please do not show up at a medical center or hospital, as this may put others at risk. Take care with waste. If you test positive, your waste should be double bagged.
Please help me excuse them boys from my life. So tell all the wicked people go away.
Welcome back to Good Morning Grenada. It is 18 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock. Thank you to those of you just joining us and those of you who stuck with us. Thanks for your patience. This morning we have joining me virtually our two representatives that are here to tell us about a major virtual event. COVID-19 changing things around, but we're making things happen. A major cultural event, the Spice Isle Cultural Festival, is taking place let's say virtually from Canada, and I have two people joining me here this morning to tell us about it. We have the Vice President of the Spice Island Cultural Day Association of Quebec, Gemma Raeburn Baynes, and a designer that will be part of the festival, Miss Kim Francis. Good morning, ladies, and thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning.
Good morning. Appreciate you both being with us this morning to tell us about the festival. I've been hearing quite a few information and details about the festival coming up. So for the people who have been living under a rock and haven't been hearing about it, let me start with you, Mrs. Baynes. Tell us what the Spice Isle Cultural Festival is all about and what we can expect from this event.
Well, it's about all things Grenadian. It's a celebration of life, as we call it. And, you know, it's food, fashion, music, and culture. And it's all about Grenada and showcasing the beautiful Spice Island of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. So we're very, very pleased to be here and to have everyone in Grenada join us because it's going to be amazing. We've got fashion designers, we've got calypsonians. We even have a river festival coming out of St. Patrick's, Grenada, with Brendan Joseph. We've got chefs, marvelous chefs, including BB from BB's Crabback. And also we have Tiger Jones, who is the oil dung king. So he's going to show us how to make oil dung. Plus, we've got chefs from Canada, also Ottawa and Montreal. And it's just going to be amazing. It's 4 hours on July the 10th from 3 o'clock in the afternoon until 7 o'clock at night. And believe me, you will not be able to leave your TV because GBN is carrying it live the whole 4 hours. So everybody will be able to see, and also on YouTube and Facebook, which is our YouTube channel, Spice Island Cultural Festival. So it's going to be fantastic, and I'm so excited.
I am excited.
1 more week to go.
I am excited as well. I'm always excited to see when Grenadian talent, Grenadian people, Grenadian culture can take center stage. So what really inspired hosting this event, especially on the magnitude that it will be held? It's not just what we know like soca, calypso. It's more than just that. What inspired this?
Well, it was started, first of all, by Leonard Warwood Jr., who was our honorary consul for Grenada in Montreal. He felt that there was a need to showcase Grenada because there's about 10,000 Grenadians living in Montreal. We've got many more in Toronto, but we felt that all the other big islands like Jamaica, Barbados, they all had their day. And Grenada did not. So we decided, we got together a few people and decided that we will host the Spice Island Cultural Festival and include Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique and really promote Grenada, not only
to have fun, but also for people all over to learn about Grenada and what a beautiful place it is to take a vacation or to retire. So, you know, we're not just a dot on the map. We've got so much culture. I mean, when I saw the designs from the fashions in Grenada, I could not believe it. And I'm a Grenadian. I was so blown away. And so, you know, we have 4 designers from Grenada, and we've got 2 designers, one in Toronto, who's really fabulous also, and Montreal. So it's going to be a whole melange of wonderful culture and fashion and food and music. Oh my God, we've got, I don't know, I'm talking so much because I'm so excited, but we have Beast singing and Scholar and Squeezy and Mexi the Messenger. They are going to be doing a fabulous show. So, you know, you're going to feel like you're sitting in the stadium and just enjoying Grenada and the fashions. Oh my God. And the food. Oh, we're going to learn the secrets of BB's crabback, what he puts in there, because he's going to show us, you know, live what he's doing. And also we've got the culture from Carriacou. We've got the Carriacou String Band, and they're putting on a great show with dancers and singers and everything. It's going to be great. And as I said before, my hometown, St. Patrick's, Brandon is doing a wonderful river festival by the La Roule River in St. Patrick's. And there'll be drummers, the capital drummers and dancers and food again. Because, you know, when Grenadians get together, we got to have food. So he'll be cooking up a storm, and there'll be the kids. There'll be kids jumping in the water in the river and having fun. It's just going to be, we're showing the culture of Grenada, and hopefully we can bring everybody to Grenada to see what a beautiful island we do have. And, you know, basically we're excited about it. And not only we're doing this for fun again, but we're doing, we've partnered with 3 children's organizations in Grenada. So we're going to put up a GoFundMe page, and during the festival, people can donate. And it will be going towards Reach Within, which is an organization helping adolescents in Grenada, the Father Maligan School for Home for Boys, and also the Bel Air Home. So we will, you know, encourage people to donate. Last year when we did the festival, we collected about $5,000, and we bought PPEs for the hospital in Grenada and the police department. And also, I didn't mention, we're starting off the show with the Royal Grenada Police Force Band playing the national anthems of Grenada and Canada. So that's so good. And they're also backing up the Calypsonians with their show. So, you know, the Prime Minister should be there also giving us a nice message, telling us how we can come to Grenada and all the protocols in place. And we also have the Prime Minister of Canada, who is inviting us to dance in our living rooms and to have fun. So it is going to be a packed 4 hours. And we want to invite everyone to tune into GBN and to enjoy the day on July the 10th from 3 o'clock in the afternoon until 7 at night. And bring the kids too, because Kevin Dolan, you know Kevin, he is right there in Grenada, and he's doing a cartoon. He's telling us a Nancy story to the kids, so in cartoon form. And that'll be great. And we've got Alyssa Young. She's a young 12-year-old from the convent. She wrote a nice song, Grenada, My Home, and she's going to be performing it. during the children's section, which will happen in the first hour of the festival between 3 and 4, sorry. So there's so much. There is so much. I could be here all day. Before you introduce Kim, though, I would like to shout out the other designers that we have. We've got, of course, Kim, who's, oh my God, who's absolutely fabulous. And Trisha Grant Designs. She will be there showing us some of her garments. Dahlia Leonard of Dali Belrose. And Aniona Hamid, the bathing suit queen. She calls herself Lady Irie. She's going to be showing us some wonderful shows, and she's doing hers over at the waterfall, the Annandale waterfall. So all the designers in Grenada are using Grenada as the backdrop. I think Kim is over at La Luna Hotel and showing us. So we're seeing not only the lovely fashions, but also how beautiful Grenada is. So I think that's going to be special. And in Montreal, we have Hot Needle Design, Millie Lawrence, and she's out of in Toronto. And of course, Angela Alexis in Montreal with her mad fashions. So that should be exciting. It's going to be great.
It will be great. Now it's a great time to bring Kim in. Kim, once again, welcome to the show. You have been a designer for a very long time, and I can attest to the fantastic job that you've done. How excited are you to be a part of this festival, and what can we expect, as usual, from Kim Francis Designs?
Thank you, Blossom. Good morning. Good morning to Grenada. I am very excited to be a part of this show. I think it's a great opportunity to be able to showcase the talent that we have here in Grenada, apart from design, but design also. And personally, I am very happy to be able to showcase my creations to the world, you could say, to all of Grenada and to all of Toronto. I actually, little note, I actually studied fashion design in Toronto at the International Academy of Design in Toronto. So unfortunately, I have not been back there since I left, which is quite a few years ago. But it's a wonderful privilege to be able to have your design shown on that level, virtually all over. So I'm very, very excited about it. And I really hope that Grenadians tune in. It's easily accessible to everyone, especially as GBN is bringing it live. And so I really hope that Grenadians show up for your fellow Grenadians. What will you be seeing from me? You're going to see, I have always liked carefree, relaxing clothes. And I think especially now, people like to feel comfortable, and just the type of clothes you want to wear these days. I think especially since COVID, is just we kind of get accustomed to being in our pajamas all day, not in the structured work suits and so. But so I'm showcasing my line is really about that relaxing kind of clothes. It's really a resort section. So I cater mainly to the like a vacation. Like if you go in on vacation and you want to carry a few nice colorful pieces with you. But also again home, beach cover-ups and long flowy dresses, and then everything is hand painted. So I'm inspired by just all the beautiful colors that we have in creation. So I love the bright, and again we're in the Caribbean, so bright and colorful, So I'm experimenting with my hand painted. So every piece is individually hand painted. Just means you have a one of a kind garment. It cannot be recreated. Also too it also works as a nice piece of something created in Grenada by a Grenadian one of a kind, a nice souvenir piece, a nice gift if you come on vacation, a nice gift to give to travel back with, to keep for yourself or to give to family or friends, I also have a signature design that I created a few years ago that I'm trying to focus on now, which is called the Kivan. And it's a multi-wear garment. Yes, Blossom, I see the look. Okay. Yes, it's a signature original creation. So it's a multi-wear garment that could be worn in quite a number of different ways. And again, it is hand-painted. Each piece is hand-painted. And quite versatile because I make some of them reversible, so you could get a nice hand-painted design on one side, and then you could turn it over, like reverse it, and there's a solid color on the inside. Again, catering to, if you're going on vacation or people who vacation and you don't want to carry a whole big suitcase, especially with, the flight limitations now with pounds. So you could grab like 2 or 3 kivans and you're good for your vacation. You can dress it up to go to dinner. You could dress it down. You could wear it as a beach cover up. You could wear it as a top. You could wear it as a skirt. You could wear it. Wow. Numerous ways. There's a tie, a band that comes with it, so you could wear it. You could tie up your hair, put it like So that's my signature design that I am looking to promote.
I like that.
Great things, yeah. It'll be an exciting show, and I'm asking all Grenadians to come out, and enjoy the show. Come and see what we have to offer. Yeah, it'll be a great show. I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm really thankful to Gemma and to the others in the association for that wonderful opportunity and privilege to be able to showcase my designs.
I'm looking forward to it. Kim, I just want to change your background just a little bit. There's a lot of sunshine coming over your right shoulder. It wasn't there when we were setting up. So just shift a little to your left a little bit.
This is better?
A little bit better.
Studio.
That's fine. You're a designer. I expect to see thread and
Plus
glitter.
It's Grenada. It's nice and sunny.
Like me too. Is this better?
I'm showing off.
That's a little bit better.
We don't have snow today. We got sun.
But I know the heat is very strong in Canada, so be careful, Mrs. Baynes.
Oh yes, it is. And today's a holiday. It's July 1st. It's Canada Day today.
All right, there as well. Happy Canada Day to you.
Thank you.
So with this festival, what are you hoping people who view it, and it will be virtual, what are you hoping people who view the festival would walk away feeling? Not just Grenadians, but because once it's virtual, any and everybody would be tuning in. What are you hoping Grenadians, Barbadians, people in the US, even Afghanistan would get from this festival?
They will get to see how beautiful Grenada is, not only sand and sea and beach, but to see the culture of Grenada, to see the talent that we have in Grenada. And I think people will walk away seeing another destination that they can go to and have fun. They can relax. The food is great. The people are warm and friendly and very, very talented. So I think it's a whole mixture of just knowing about us, knowing about Grenada, and knowing that where we are, where we're located, what we do, our food we eat, how we play, how we sing. So I think it's a variety of things. And I also want to mention that we are going to have some of top Grenadians that we are going to showcase to the world. Like the Mighty Sparrow, who is Grenadian. Trinidad tried to claim him, but he's going to tell you himself on the show where he's really from and where his home is. So our president, Byron Cameron, who is also a Calypsonian and will be performing, he goes under the name of Doggies. And he actually won a king in Grenada a few years ago, yeah. So he is, and he's Montreal Calypso Monarch for 3 years running. So he is going to be interviewing Sparrow. We also have Fee Noel, who's going to show us some of her designs. And we did an interview with her so people will get to know what she loves about Grenada and why she thinks Grenada rocks. So it's going to be really nice. And Yvette Noel Schur, who is the publicist for Beyonce, she is also on the show, and we have an interview with her. So people are going to see the caliber of Grenadians that we bring to, to society. So I think it's going to be, it's not only are they going to see, of course, the fashion and the food and stuff, but they're going to also learn about our culture and learn about our people. So there's a lot. Last year we had about 80,000 people who watched that show, and I think, and even in Australia, we had people who watched it. And I'm sure this year, with all the publicity that we're getting, and GBN is running our beautiful commercial all the time, so I'm sure that we will have more people, because they will be missing out if they don't tune in. And they don't have to leave their homes. Just log on, watch TV, GBN, log on to Facebook and our YouTube, which is Spice Island Cultural Festival. Very easy to remember. And come and enjoy Kim and the rest of the fashions and food and music and culture.
Speaking of Kim and the rest of the fashions, Kim, what are your thoughts on how far Grenadian designers and Grenadian fashion has come? Because back in the days when I just, learned about Kim Francis designs, there were very few designers that we went to, and when I say we, live and direct days, very few designers we could go to. But in 2021, we're seeing a lot of designs and garments and clothes coming out of Grenada. How do you think how far it has come over the years with the numbers and the quality of work that they're doing?
Yeah, I think we've come a long way, long way, because I know when I came back to Grenada, I won't tell you what year, but a long time ago, it was difficult. It was difficult in the fact that we hardly had anybody here doing that kind of work. But we have had a boom, and I think that a lot of the organizations that deal with trying to develop the youth and so have also been pushing that industry. So we see a lot of young designers coming, up and coming, trying to make their mark in that arena, and then also the skill level. It has increased greatly from when, back in the day. So I'm very impressed, and I don't know too much about it because I always say that I live in my little bubble of work, because and so not much of what happens on the outside, and so I know too much about, but I've seen a few of them and a few designs, and I'm very impressed with where we have come, how far we have come, especially the younger ones that are up and coming, the young designers there. It's very encouraging to see that, because that's a very important skill, and it's something that I think that on an international level, people look to, they enjoy Caribbean fashion. We have a special something, so it's not a skill that we want to die out. We want to really encourage it in the young ones, because that's pretty soon people like me and the older ones, we kind of, we might even be able to keep it up. But so we really need the younger ones to keep the skill ongoing, and the idea is there are a lot of creativity and so wonderful. Yeah, I think it's wonderful.
Somebody on WhatsApp wants to know, where did the name Kevan come from?
Oh, well, it's actually a combination of my name and my son's name. Kim at the beginning, and his middle name is Evan. So it's just a combination of, Kim and Evan.
I figured.
Very simple.
Mrs. Baynes, before I come back to you, Kim, somebody, Yulin Alexander on Facebook told me to tell you that she loves you.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Yulin.
And she also says she likes to hear you speak. Kudos to you on your great job.
Oh, thank you.
Mrs. Baynes, you speak of the 80,000 people that tuned in last year. How, with past festivals, how has that helped build the product of 2021? As well as tell me how much work and effort it's taking to put this together, because I'm hearing of, a river lime here and a video here and an interview there. So tell me how you have used last year for 2021 and the effort it takes to put 2021 festival together.
Well, last year was so good that this year you have to climb the wall, because we have so much expectation right now with the public, the general public. So this year it is going to be, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, but you know what? Everybody was so excited. Kim and Trisha and everybody that's involved, they were so excited to do this and to be part of it, that I think is just our love for Grenada made it work, made it, not as tedious as it could have been. But I think that everybody coming together, our committee members are very strong. They're very, hands-on. They are really excited to do this. So we have a good committee that helps us and works with us. I must mention Kathy Olivier, St. Paul Olivier. She is a former police officer, lives in Toronto, but is working on this festival with us all the way from Toronto. So, I think coming together and the harmony that we have with the people that we're working with makes it so much easier. And of course, we've got great help with the GTA, the Grenada Tourism Authority. They have been like our rock from the time we started. This is our 4th year. The first 2 years we were outside in the park with about 5,000 people. And because of COVID, of course, we had to go virtual. So last year was our first virtual festival, which attracted so many people. But I think this year might be our last virtual. But the way people love the virtual, because you can't come to the park if you live in Australia or Afghanistan, but you could certainly sit in front of your computer and watch what's happening. So next year when we're back in the park, it will be great, but we are going to stream live from the park so people can enjoy it. I just want to give a big shout out, in addition to GTA, to the Ministry of Culture and the Grenada government, who is like our major sponsors. They've all been so fantastic. People like Hoyaba Beach Resort. They've been great sponsors, and the Blue Horizon, and of course, the Annadale Waterfalls, and oh my goodness, BB's Crabback. We've got so much help and support in Grenada that it makes it looks easy. And also we have a nice magazine coming out today. It's called the Melange Travel and Lifestyle Magazine. I'm going to send you a copy, Blossom, because everybody who's in the show will be featured in that magazine. And it's a magazine that has 2.1 million viewers and readership, over 2 million readership. So, Kim, you talk about being on the international stage. Well, you're going to get it, because Kim is featured, all the designers are featured, all the Calypsonians, the chefs, everybody who's part of this show will be featured in the magazine, and it's over 200 pages, so you got a lot to read. So I'll be sending out that today, sometime today, Blossom. even GBN is there.
Looking forward to it.
yeah, it's going to be fabulous. It's really, really going to be fabulous. So we want to thank Debbie Austin. She is one of the editors of the magazine, and she's Grenadian. So she took it really to heart to do this publication. It's a special edition of the Melange Travel and Lifestyle magazine. Everybody's in it. The beautiful interviews with Fee Noel and with Yvette. And Yvette is on the cover in her bathing suit, done by Fee Noel. So we're excited. Every year it seems to get more and more, bigger and creative and stuff like that. So I think people will really enjoy it, and I really want Grenadians. They will be proud. Grenadians everywhere in the diaspora, at home, they are going to be proud of what we are doing with the Spice Island Festival. I know the government is very excited and happy, and the Grenada Tourism Authority, they said that they do get now more travelers coming out of Montreal because due to this festival happening for the past 4 years. So that's it gives us a good bottom line too. We bring the tourists.
And just remind us, Mrs. Baynes, when the festival is taking place and how we can all tune in.
Sure. It's on July the 10th at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. That's Montreal also, same time with Grenada. From 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's 4 hours of Grenada. 4 hours of Grenada. You can, and you're going to love it. Everybody's going to love it. If you, GBN is carrying it, as I said. And of course, you can tune in to our Facebook page and our Facebook page, which is Spice Island Cultural Festival. And if you want any more information and you want to check us out, you can go to our website, spiceislandculturalfestival.com.
Looking forward to it. Thank you, ladies, so very much. Can't wait to tune in next week, please the Lord, to see all the Grenadian splendiferous action.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a good
Blossom.
one.
And I just wanted to say, to give a shout out and a very big thank you to La Luna for allowing me to use their property. Beautiful, beautiful hotel. I would encourage everyone to, do a day pass, a little staycation down there. And then, of course, the foreigners to come on. But a big thank you to them for allowing me to use their hotel for the shoot.
It was beautiful.
Appreciate. Yeah. Thank you so very much, ladies. Looking forward to seeing all the Grenadian action next week, please the Lord. Enjoy the rest of your Thankful Thursday.
Thank you, Blossom. Thank you.
Have a good one.
Okay.
Bye.
The Spice Island Cultural Festival takes place next week, please the Lord, July 10th. And as Mrs. Baynes said, all the action will be carried live on GBN Channel 7, 11, and 20. We're here to serve and bring you great Grenadian content. And we are happy to facilitate the live broadcast from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. 4 hours of all things Grenadian. Looking forward to it. Thank you to Mrs. Baynes and Miss Francis for being our guest this morning. We are going to end the televised portion of Good Morning Grenada here. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Remember, it's raining out there. Those of you, especially on the western side of the island, those of you who live in flood-prone areas, there was lots of flooding yesterday, and we can only expect that to continue at least because we are experiencing the effects of tropical storm Elsa is her name, Bunja goodness. I think it's Elsa is her name. We are experiencing some tropical storm effects, rain, thunder, lightning storm. So please be careful, be cautious. If you don't need to leave home, stay put. I was so happy that I was in my house yesterday when I saw footage of all the flooding in Montreal and Woodlands and Grenville. And please just be careful. Please be careful. Pedestrians, you need to keep an eye out as well wherever you're walking. You never know. Look up in the hills just in case. If you hear something, run. Blade. Speed. Don't look back. I'm laughing, but it's serious. Just please be careful and cautious. It's raining, and it's been doing so for the past few hours, so you can only know and imagine what's happening in places that we can't see. Enjoy the rest of your thankful Thursday. Bye people.